Welcome to the Talking Sport Report podcast with Scotty and Eggo.
Unbelievable!
Oh, it's a special one. Episode 31, Talking Sport Report. My name is Eggo. Next to me right there, well, technically not really next to me, is my best mate from high school, Scotty. Scooters, how are you, legend?
Mate, you are frothing, aren't you?
Oh, this is cricket Christmas.
A long time coming. You've talked about this for months. We are, 5 days away from the first ball?
Kicks off Friday. The Ashes that we've all been waiting for. The English come to Australia, and we are going to be previewing it in its entirety. We're going to look at the most run getters, the most wicket getters, maybe look at even best ducks or most ducks. But I wanted to kick us off with a bit of a fun game around the Ashes. Big Inning starts Friday, and in the theme of cricket, we're going to go with a bit of a yes, no, and wait on.
Waiting.
So, I need you to tell me what you think out of those three things, each of these questions, because this is a very unique Ashes series. It's not like the Warne era where it's like, this is just going to be a walkover.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, Australian and English, that are split, where some English are saying Australia's got it, England have got it, and a lot of Australians are saying the same as well, which is normally a pretty good sign it's going to be a tight series, right?
I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit nervous. But then if you jump on Sportsbet, they're not. They're not nervous at all. This is Australia's to lose, according to them. So I'm with you. I think as we get closer, I'm just getting that little bit more anxious about it. But I'm ready for some yes, no, wait there.
All right. First one. Australia's team is old.
Wait there. Yes, but
Right.
with age comes maturity. It's like a fine wine.
Yeah.
You cannot take anything away from them except for maybe a calf muscle or two, a few niggling injuries, but we have shown over the last X amount of years that it doesn't matter how old you are, when you are that consistent, you are good. I'm on
Yeah.
the fence. They're old,
It's
but God, they're good.
It doesn't help us when you have Cummins complaining of back issues and basically will he play even a single test? The jury's still out on that one. And then literally a couple of days before we record this podcast, Josh Hazlewood does a hammy. In the same test, it was like a domestic Sheffield Shield game. I believe Abbott did his hamstring too. Like we turn into the Brisbane Broncos. We're just popping hammies left and right.
Few pork ropes on the mend. Hopefully it's not too serious, because you know yourself, Hazlewood, he can change a game like that. But the good thing is we have a little bit of depth. Obviously, some of them aren't at the quality, or they would have been there for years, but backing them.
Yeah. Okay.
What's next?
It's tough. All right. England's team is untested in Australia.
Yeah, come on. We'll run a single there. Definitely.
Right. Okay. Explain.
100%. Young, you go through that list. We spoke about this pre-show. Untested, unproven in Australia, because a majority of them have played, 6 tests, 7 tests, 10 tests.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I was reading a snippet earlier where the attack, they're not used to the Australian conditions. Of course they're not. They don't play cricket here year round like we do.
Yep.
They don't, obviously they're English. Their home ground is in England. They're not coming out here to play the West Indies. They're not coming out here to play Sri Lanka.
No.
Yes, 100%, but they are lethal on paper, and they are brute pace. And some of these pitches, it could work in their favour. Could work in their favour. And you've got to remember, you've got to start somewhere. We've got opener bowlers in this side at one point were untested and unproven.
Yeah, that's so true. And you generally have a coming of age kind of tour like this one that puts a few hairs on the old chest. And next minute,
balls drop.
The balls, yeah, exactly. Yep. Those big kahunas are down there. Next minute, you go, wow, this is now an Ashes, an English touring Ashes win, which is so few far and between for the Poms, right?
Almost unheard of.
Exactly. And the other thing to keep in mind too, yes, a lot of the team is what you'd say green. especially to Ashes cricket, because it is different cricket altogether. Ashes cricket
100%.
compared to, it's just different ballpark.
Hmm.
But you got to think that the likes of Stokes and Root are two of their better batsmen and also better heads in this kind of battle. They've been there, they've done that. So
Absolutely.
that's got to still be a tick for them.
Oh, definitely. But we're talking about the bowlers, remember? Don't get sidetracked.
No,
We're
it was
talking
just
about-
Australia's.
No, I know.
England's
I know.
team is untested in Australia. That is the question. So
Yeah.
it's the whole team, but the bowlers are definitely the ones going to come under the most scrutiny.
100%. But like you did say, they have got some depth there. Ones that have played here before. I don't know. Can Root score 100? I don't know.
That'll be a big question. And I guess
huge.
it's going to be nice to not have Jimmy Anderson pull him out of a damn hole for once. Because how many
Definitely.
times has he done that over the years? But it's just Jimmy Anderson again just rips through us.
Definitely. Not going to miss
The next
him.
one we have is Australia doesn't have an opening pair.
Wait on.
Ooh.
Wait on.
Tell me why. Because we don't.
Yeah, I was
Right.
literally about to say, no, you are spot on. You are spot on. Shit. Who's opening up with Khawaja? Who are you going with?
I think during the test, Khawaja turns 63.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the big question of if he'll make it through the test without having to retire, not just from the game, but just from cricket in general. Let's hope his pork ropes are nice and sturdy.
Jesus Christ.
They're saying Weatherall, right?
Yeah.
And look, you don't get a better. I am a straight man, but you do not get a better looking cricket player. Got the nice sleeves. The man looks good out there in the middle. I would love to see him play. He's in good form.
I'm just waiting for you to try and get all access just so you can wander in while he's in the shower. My God. Sorry, I'm just trying to regain.
Well, who would you say? Would you say Weatherall's got the, or would you put Marnus up there again for another fun little experiment?
No, because Marnus is just finding his straps. You've got to keep Marnus where Marnus is comfortable. You have to, because you know yourself. Like one quick wicket, one turn of the ball, and Marnus is out for less than 10, and he's back where he was.
Yeah,
We don't need that, especially in the Ashes. I think you're on the money. Weatherall is a smart choice. I did have a little bit of a look at Google Images before, so I'm not going to go to the lengths you did in talking about Weatherall. Yeah, he looks like a cricketer. I'm keeping it at that. I honestly think right now this is his opening spot to lose, because I don't see many others out there that could come in and take this spot from him. They've tried it with Constas. He failed. Poor kid. Who knows? Weatherall could come out and have a shocker. He could come out and score 100 on debut. I don't know.
would be nice. It would be very, very
definitely.
nice.
I wonder what that's paying.
It's the gambler in you comes out.
We'll
All
have
right.
a look at that.
Next one. England doesn't have a locked-in number 3.
No, they do.
Yeah, that's changed. And you know what? How funny is cricket? Go back three or 4 days ago, and they were battling it out of who was going to. Was it going to be that Bethel, who's been kind of, he's like the next cream of the crop. He's got a very, very sound game and is going to be a future star, no doubt, for England.
Mhm.
But the guy who has been the number 3 is Ollie Pope.
Definitely.
And in a little bit of interesting form, but that was all put to bed in the Lions game. And look, you know what? You say the Lions game similar to Sheffield Shield level, but still 2 great knocks for that. He scored 100 and I think like a 90.
Yeah, I mean, take nothing away. You've got to score the runs. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Doesn't matter the quality, the class, the level. You still have to go out and do it.
Yeah.
You know yourself. We spent years playing 3rd grade at the minimum. You can go back to C grade and have the worst run, not score double figures. It doesn't matter. You've still got to do it. So I'm with you. Take nothing away from him. I think Ollie Pope's locked in as number 3, and he will be for the entire series. Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it makes me feel worse because the nice thing was we look at Australia and go, they don't have the opening partnership, but neither do England. They're missing a number 3, both very key sections of your batting lineup, and now England have just really locked that down.
Definitely.
Having said that, though, how interesting is it when you come to another country? Australia had it when they went over to England. It only takes one really big knockover. Say Pope goes out there in Perth and just gets rattled for a pair, or just fails in 2 ways. How much that can change the confidence heading into Brisbane? For the second
mentality's
test.
shot to shit. 100%. It's only going to take one little feather of the edge, and he's gone for 3. First over he faces comes out. England are 1 for 7. He's he sticks around for a little bit, but only in a little bit hard. Role. No, he's got 3, and he's just mistimed an absolute ripper from bowling, and all of a sudden they're 2 for 13.
Oh,
and
that's my dig at the table.
You're ending this now, aren't you? You've got to get to the bedroom.
All right, the next question.
You're right.
England
mentality
is express pace.
Oh, yeah. Save your legs. That's 4.
that is 6.
That's not yes, no, wait there. You're right. That has cleared the ropes. That's almost out of the state. It is absolute. What were those figures you rattled off before the show? We were talking about Archer, and basically that's really all they've got. No.
No.
Tongue. What
with
were those?
All their bowlers, Atkinson, Cass, they've also got Archer, Tongue, and Wood. There's basically one bowler, and I can't remember which one it might have been. It might have actually been Cass or one of the, but there's one of their bowlers they've brought that basically is under 145 kilometers per hour.
Ridiculous.
The rest of them are above that.
Do you reckon the rest of them put shit on him? Like he's not allowed to sit with them at lunch?
Well, I think he's only a fraction behind. So like, it's not
matter.
like he's not the 145 club.
That's exactly right. That's exactly. I hope they do. I hope they put shit on him.
It's going to be a cracking bowling lineup though. When you look at Atkinson, Cass, Archer, Wood, they're the 4 bowlers that England most likely will bring in. Yeah. And if they want to bring in Tongue, and Tongue played against the Lions, but only because Wood was out, and he's been cleared because they're a little bit younger. So the difference is a little niggle for England. They get in. We have a little niggle. We're out for 6 months.
It's the summer done. Go on. Thanks for coming.
But they're express, man. And England's point of view and probably Steve Smith's point of view, the last time he faced Archer in an Ashes series, didn't he end up off the field almost concussed?
Yeah.
Like far out.
But then with that much pace, like, is there a chance it's, erratic? Yeah, we again spoke about it. What was it this morning? We had a chat on the phone. Like you said, Brett Lee used to bowl 150, and there was days he'd get punished.
Yeah.
Do you know? I mean,
Show
you
back
can
to
come
2.
in. Yeah. You can come in and bowl as quick as you want, as quick as you can. You can crack 160 if you can do it. Doesn't mean you're going to take the wickets. And you've seen yourself, an edge of something at 150 is going to fly a hell of a lot further than an edge off 90.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's great to have that speed. I don't know if it's going to work in their favour. Hopefully not.
It's going to be good to watch because there's nothing better than watching fast bowling. Like one of my favourite cricketers of all time is Brett Lee. I used to love watching Shoaib Akhtar when he came, and
Bet you did. Does Weatherall know this?
I don't think he does, actually. Don't tell him.
Oh,
but there's something about those. There was watching Warney bowl at his peak. There was watching Murali bowl at his peak as well.
Yep.
And there's just the express pace. There's just something about it that's just quite amazing. So, and especially in Perth and Brisbane as the second test, like you go bang, bang, like that's 2 test matches where it's going to really feel fast.
Yeah, definitely. It's something to look forward to. I just really hope that this express pace backfires on them.
Oh, I could not agree more. Now, all right, the next 2 are kind of linked, but I'd love to get your thoughts. Yes, no, wait on Australia's hopes are pinned to Smith, Marnus, and Head.
Wait on. because obviously we are going to need the runs on the board, and those three guys right now, two of those three guys would be 100% go-to. 7 weeks ago, Marnus, you wouldn't have had him in the equation. You would not have given him a second thought. Yes, but without the likes of Boland, basically our bowlers, whether it's Lyon.
I think that's the only one, Boland. He's the only one that's left that's fit.
No, we've got Stark. We've got Stark.
Yeah, for now.
Whether they go with Lyon, I don't know. It's all well and good to score the runs, but if you haven't got that support holding up the other end with the ball, you're up the creek. So I'm going to give that a wait on. More of like I've called you through for a single, but at the last minute I've said, no, wait there. You haven't been run out, but you're not happy about it.
Yes, yeah. It's tricky because I feel like, especially in Australia, runs are so important. If you're not putting 400-500 on the board in some of these places, you are in big trouble, and you need your stars, which in this case, in this test, it's going to be Smith, it's going to be Marnus, and it's going to be Head from the point of view of they are the ones that are expected to ton up. They're the ones that have got to do it.
Yeah.
I worry because, as you said, we've seen Marnus in the last 12 to 18 months in international cricket level be quite all over the shop.
Say how it is. Shot to shit.
Shot to shit. And he's done very well. He's averaging 80-odd or maybe more now, but basically tonned up 5 times in about 7 or 8 matches. Mm-hmm. But the problem is you're playing against domestic level players, not international level players, and that's a big, big difference. So then the flip side of that is England's hopes are rooted to Root, Stokes, and Harry Brook.
Again, wait on, because, again, it's just going to be the same answer. They're going to need the support from their express pace. Those guys can come out here and Root and Pope could come out and score 100 each in the first test, but it's no good if their bowlers have just come off from their first innings and they've gone for 500 or 600. At the end of the day, that's when we see a draw. Works in our favour, 100% it does, but I don't know. I feel like both teams, yes, without those three, the runs aren't going to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe is this a question now of, I don't know, hopefully someone turns around and we start relying on Khawaja for these last few tests. Cam Green, who knows?
That's true. That's true. I would actually say this is a definite yes. And the reason why I say that for this one in particular is the fact of how inexperienced, especially in Australia, this side is. And I would probably remove Harry Brook from that because this is going to be very green and new for him. But the guy averages in his 50s for Test cricket. Like, he is a very, very solid batsman. But I feel like unless Root scores runs and Stokes not only scores runs, captains well and bowls well, that's going to be the key for me, because I think if their bowlers are all over the place and they've got the potential to do that, I think Mark Wood's probably less of a chance of that. But, Archer and the like potentially could get a bit erratic, start going for runs. It's going to be the likes of Stokes and probably Wood that kind of anchor them down. And then Stokes has got to go back out there again and score with the bat and lead from the front. I think that's their only chance of winning in Australia is you got to look at this go. Either Root or Stokes gets man of the series. That's the kind of level they've got to get to, I think, because Australia purely being the fact that we play on these. And the other reason why I'm less worried about Australia in this respect is you can bring players in throughout the squad as injuries come or whatever, and you haven't got to get acclimatized to the conditions. They've played here all their life. It's a huge win to have be the home country, right? And I think that's the big key. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fireworks in Perth on Friday, no doubt.
Oh, definitely. Actually, before we go any further, real quick, you win the toss Friday. What are you doing?
Well, I don't know if you realise this, Scotty, but there's an old rule in cricket, and I try to tell you this a million times when you were captain, and I said, and I'd come back and you'd be like, won the toss. I'm like, wicked. All right, let me chuck the pads on. You said, no, we're going up to bowl. We'd always say to you, Scotty, the old saying is, you win the toss, and if you're thinking about bowling, you still bat. You always bat. Put the runs on the board. I would be batting, especially in Perth.
Yeah, fair.
They are
Fair.
saying though it's going to be. Remember last year we played. Was it India? And it was a bit of a green top in a way. Like I think what was it 20 wickets fell in the first day or something like that. Like, and apparently the word is it's going to be pretty similar kind of pitch. So there's going to be a bit of life in it. So don't be surprised if we're watching the side that's bowling first batting on day one.
Hopefully we're bowling first.
Yeah, that might be the key.
Jesus.
But, it could be very, very interesting. I thought next up, we'll quickly go through the teams here, and I'll read these out. It's an interesting one for us because right now there's very little word. We're recording this on a Sunday night ahead of the Friday test. There's not much word of who's in the squad. So I'd love to get who you think the 11 is going to be. So we'd lock in Stokes and Harry Brook, right? Captain, vice captain. They're in?
Definitely. Who do we say was going to open? I don't even want to talk about him.
It'd be Zach Crawley and Ben Duckett. And Duckett, again, scored runs in the Lions match. Not that makes a huge difference, but definitely scoring some runs there.
Just don't like the guy. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want him to be a part of it.
Right.
I just don't. I'm not even going to lie. I don't like the guy at all. But you're right.
I wonder why.
Yeah, you're right. He'll open. So what do you reckon? Crawley, Duckett, Pope, Root.
Yes.
We're going Stokes, Smith, wicket keeper.
Yep.
Then we're looking at, who did you say before? Who's the vice captain?
Oh, that is vice captain is Harry Brook. So he's already in your
so he's
section there.
in there as well. Yeah.
But then you got Atkinson, probably Cass, Archer, and then you'd say Wood comes back in.
Wood, Archer. Yeah, I think you're on the money there. Cass, Atkinson.
So there's no chance Australia's going to be tongue fucked by Josh Tongue?
I mean, I'll tell you what, if he gets named and that headline comes through for us, I will be filthy. I will be filthy. Surprising that they definitely aren't going to go with a spinner.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
but that is Perth though, right? And they've got Joe Root.
True.
Joe Root can roll his arm over.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And go to the boundary many a time.
Yeah, many a times. I think we've pretty much nailed it there, bar an injury. I think we've nailed that. Okay,
let's go to Australia because there's some really interesting points in Australia that we're, going to have to go over. So the squad reads Smith, Boland, Carey, Doggett, who's become the most important man in Australia right now, off the back of two very big injuries in bowling. Cam Green, Hazelwood gone. Head, Inglis, Khawaja, Labuschagne, Lyon, Stark, Weatherall, Webster. We can put a line through Webster, right? We're thinking that Cameron Green is the all-rounder?
Definitely. That, and he just, I don't know, he brings so much to the field as well. So much. Those arms, that lanky bastard could just pull a catch out of his ass.
Yeah, it's so true.
100% Cam Green. Yes, definitely. But I think Khawaja, Weatherall, 1 and 2.
Oh, so you're locking in Weatherall. You reckon he's in there? Because I guess if you lock in Weatherall, does that mean you're saying that Josh Inglis misses out?
He does. I believe so. So, Khawaja, Weatherall, we're going to go straight off the bat. Excuse me. Marnus, Smith.
Yep.
Head.
Yep.
So there's 5. Cam Green will be 6. Carey will be 7. And then we have Stark. We have Boland. What's that? That's 9.
Yeah.
Now this is a question of...
Well, you got to go Doggett, right?
I think you do.
And the rumor is, I know they've brought in Nessa to take the spot of
yes.
at least for this test.
Yeah.
But you would think that Doggett is going to get the run and get the tick, being already in the squad.
Mm-hmm.
But then what happens with Nathan Lyon?
Yeah. Do we play a spinner or do you give Nessa a crack?
It's been a long time since we don't do it often. We don't pick Nathan Lyon. He's almost one of the first picked.
Well, you made a fantastic point again before the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's quite a common occurrence. You gotta give yourself more credit. So you said it yourself. The last couple of weeks, we've seen Marnus and Smith rolling their arm over.
Of course, yeah.
Is that is it an insight into what the 11 will be?
God, I hope not, because I was watching Marnus
know.
bowl to Steve Smith, and he thinks he bowls at 150 clicks. He really does. And Steve Smith's dancing around like this, letting balls go, and looks like he's in like some sort of dance. It's amazing.
But then you've got to remember too, Marnus will get a bit worked up. He'll get a bit chatty. A few maidens maybe, and all of a sudden he's in the batsman's ear and he's getting under their skin. Could work.
Marnus could go for 5-6s and still be in someone's ear.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. And each one should have been a wicket if you ask him. Yeah, you're right. Spot on. So, all right, do we not play an out and out spinner and give Nessa a shot? What do you think here?
Well, if you
say it is Perth,
I know, but I don't think he gets a shot anyway. So you got Smith, Boland, Carey, Doggett, Green, Head, Khawaja, Labuschagne, Stark, Weatherall. Now that's already 10.
Yeah.
That's not including Lyon, and that's also not including Inglis.
Do you know what? 100% I'm giving Lyon the start. I am.
Yeah.
Definitely. Only for the fact that if this does go on for more than 3 days, 4 days, I think he can cause damage on a 5th day wicket.
Yeah.
Those footholes, definitely.
Yeah.
Giving Lyon the shot. He's coming in. Definitely done.
All right. It'll be very interesting when we see
side.
the side announced. They'll obviously announce it this week, and it's going to be very. I'm eager to see which way both sides go, because there's definitely still some question marks in both sides, and it'd be great to see where it ends up. Now, I'm going to quick fire through some of these, and we're going to basically suggest who is on top out of the two sides. So, whether you think this is Australia or England, who has got the best bowling?
Now, as we speak, England, because they're fit.
They kind of do. Yeah.
We're not.
It's definitely a worry, isn't it? It's definitely a worry knowing that we've lost two of our biggest spearheads. And the way those two have been injured, there's no saying they come back anytime soon. Like, what if they're only back for Melbourne? Like, it could be all done.
Exactly. England takes that one. They're fit, they're young, and you said it yourself. A niggling injury for them is a niggling injury.
Yep.
A niggling injury for Pat Cummins or Josh Hazelwood could be 6 months.
Yeah. All right. Who gets the batting tick? Who's the best batting lineup of the two sides?
I think England on paper.
Oh, shit.
I do. Only because they have consistent run scorers. Doesn't matter where they are in the world, they have consistent run scorers. We've just brought in a guy that struggled for months on the international stage. Yeah. As much as I love Cam Green,
has struggled at times. Has definitely struggled at times.
Average of 34.
Yeah.
Mate, potential uncapped opening batsman coming into partner Khawaja.
Yeah, you're right. And look, there's only so much you can land on Smith. Smith is still world class, and I would not be surprised. Remember last year they were saying, can he do it? And he goes out and scores 300s against India across that series. So like the guy is just a freak. When you think he's done, he comes out and he'll want to finish this, most likely his last ever Australian Ashes
definitely
on top and scoring runs. And then you go Travis Head, probably in the same sort of ballpark. Khawaja, up and down. Labuschagne, we've already been there. You're right. And Carey can hold a bat, but when I look at guys like Stokes, Root, you put him in the same kind of conversation as Steve Smith. Harry Brook averaging in the high 50s. I know you hate to see it, but Ben Duckett can score runs quick. It's Ollie Pope just scored 190. Like he's again, you're probably right. That's a worry. That's a real big worry.
I'll tell you real quick, just having a look at some of these stats. Australia has been on Marnus's back for how long? He's played 2 less tests than Head, has a better average, and has scored more centuries, and has more runs.
Yeah.
I guess
he used to ton up like almost
all the
every other
time.
week
All
back
the
in the
time.
day.
Is it more of he's more in the spotlight because when he fails, all of a sudden we're 2 down pretty quickly. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if Travis Head comes in and he goes cheap, are we in a position where he was just slinging the willow so we can score some runs quickly and get the boys off?
I think
Do you know
the
what I mean?
difference is, and the reason why it's harder on Marnus got a pass for a number of years there where he was in between some runs, some bad innings.
Yeah.
And I think of late, Travis Head has pulled us out of a lot of holes where we were fucked and he got us home. And I think he's been very Mr. Consistent of late. I'm talking the last 2 to 3 years, Travis Head is batting better than Labuschagne, especially international level, and more trustworthy. I think that's where it comes down to.
To be honest, you can never really drop that mo, could you?
No, you could
it's
not.
It's a beautiful mo.
Yeah.
What's your next one? What do you got?
All right. I want you to rank the top 10 players in the Ashes for both sides. So let's see who can. This is normally a pretty good indicator for who we think can win the Ashes series. And then we'll go through the most important ones, like who's the most runs, most wickets, and most ducks.
So this list is tough. It's very difficult because I've gone more of a personal kind of, favorite players, like
You've taken it
even-
personal.
not
You
even
son of a
gonna-
bitch.
Well, fucking, there's no way in hell I'm putting Ben Duckett in my list. Not a chance. So,
All right, start at 10.
Yeah, well, I'm throwing Carey in there.
All right.
Yeah, I'm throwing
So
Carey in there.
for anyone playing at home, you would probably put Ben Duckett in at 10.
No, you
just so you
No,
know.
you
So
wouldn't.
that if you're playing at home, think of it like that. All right, who's at 9?
Khawaja.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
8?
Old head, scores runs. 8, I had Hazelwood, but he's injured. So,
Still a good player, though. He's still up.
definitely.
Yeah, I think you still have him in there.
7,
Yep.
Travie Head for the mustache alone.
Okay, so far all Aussies, which is nice. 6?
Scotty Boland can't do anything wrong in Australia's eyes. Fuck
Yeah,
that
no,
puppy.
he can't. No, he can't.
Fuck
he
that
can't.
puppy.
5?
5, Mitchell Stark.
So far,
Mitchell
it's
Stark.
very Aussie heavy, which I'm very surprised at.
4, Cummins.
Is there an English player on this list?
3, Joe Root.
Oh, wow.
Joe Root.
Holy shit.
Number 2, Stokes.
Right?
Number 1, Smithy.
Smithy. Wow. So you think
Can't.
the only chance they've got is Joe Root and Stokes?
Look, I did have an Ollie Pope in there, but then I'm like, no, I don't want to give him too much.
Yeah.
It's like if we were to come on here months ago and be like, all right, these are the 10 best Origin players right now. Reece Walsh, and just rattle off 10 bloody Queenslanders. It just doesn't work. I can guarantee there's 2 guys right now in England that probably have 20 listeners as well that are doing the same thing, and the only one that's getting to mention Steve Smith.
yeah, that's
Boom.
true. That's
Boom.
true.
Boom.
Mic drop. Well done. I think that's a really good indicator that we think Australia is going to win because the top 10 is very heavily favoured in front of Australia ways. Scotty is just like an oracle. You're like that octopus that used to pick the World Cup. It's a guarantee. Go put all your money, go sell your house, put all your money on a 5-0 whitewash Australia win. Is that what you're saying?
Well, nah, because we'll have a couple of rain delays in there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, 4-0. 4-0.
4-0. Okay. Now the prestigious, as we wrap this up, who gets the most runs in this test series? Let's see how accurate we are at the end of the series. But for the 5 tests, who gets most runs?
For Australia, Smith. For England, Pope.
Ooh.
Smith overall.
Nice.
Yep.
I like it. I like that one. All right. Who takes the most wickets?
For Australia, Stark. For
Yeah.
England, unfortunately, Archer.
Yeah. Okay. Over Mark Wood?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I just think he's going to be fired up, but I still think Stark takes it overall.
Yeah. Okay.
Most Ducks, Ben Duckett.
I was going to say that was just a guarantee lock in for Duckett.
Definitely.
The name does suggest it too, which is probably another good sign for us.
Yep. Most catches, Carey, for sure. Yeah, we're really going to flutter that outside edge.
You've really missed a really good opportunity here, mate.
Why?
You could have said Smith, because Smith is our Steve Smith in first or second slip, and their wicketkeeper is called Smith.
Their keeper.
So you stuffed that.
Touché.
I think Smith will have the most catches. I'm not saying which one. A combined one there for that one.
You can't go wrong.
Sportsbet don't pay on that one, I don't think.
It's actually not a bad bet. Far out.
And I know we've kind of let's put all homeness. What's the word? You'd say home. We're not going to be homers in this one.
Okay.
There's no Homer Simpsons.
Homer?
Who wins this Ashes?
England.
Oh.
Yeah.
By how many?
Honestly, 3-1. 3-1. Yep. Yeah, I just feel like we're one injury away from full fucking capitulation. It's not a bad thing because it'll give us a chance now to maybe blood some youngsters. It is nice to see these young guys. Basically, what England have now, we may have in 3 years when these guys decide to hang it up. I'm just worried that the old age versus the youth, and I think overall, I think the fitness. We are one injury away from just falling apart. You know, if you wake up tomorrow and we find out Smith hurt himself overnight, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, I won't even watch it.
Yeah, that's where it's getting to. It's another injury, and you're like, wow, gee, I won't bother turning the fucking thing on.
Yeah.
I'm going to be more bullish. I think Australia win. I think it's a similar thing. I think you're always going to get one washout. Generally, it's Sydney because it's the fifth test after New Year's, which generally is just a section of Sydney where we just seem to get rain for 2 or 3 weeks. So that's a real pain in the ass. But
as long as we get day 3 in there.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to say Australia 3-1, and I reckon we lose this first test. I reckon they come out and beat us in Perth. But I think basically I would say, whether you get a Josh Hazlewood back or a Cummins makes a speedy recovery, or we just get a bit more assured of ourselves in Brisbane. We always play well in Brisbane. I feel like there's a great crowd up there. We'll come back. I can't see us losing at the MCG. There's just too much passion for Scotty Boland at the MCG.
Yeah, actually, that's a good
like
point.
Bay 13
That's a
is
good
going to go
point.
nuts, and then I think, and obviously in Adelaide, I believe this year, the day nighter is Brisbane, not Adelaide this year. So it's going to be a bit different to see us under lights.
Yeah.
Which will be very unique because we've never done. Have we done a day nighter in Brisbane? I don't think we have we?
3.
In Brisbane.
First 3 were against Pakistan in 2016, Sri Lanka 2019, and the Windies 2024.
Okay, there you go. Stand corrected.
Yeah.
There's plenty there.
So, we've had a couple.
Just not test series worth watching, I guess. There's no big ones.
No.
But
yeah, you're right.
That'll be interesting, right? Because that's going to be a big one for us to win because the pink ball is just a different world, especially for bowling. And if you're bowling 150 clicks and it's darting around in the twilight. Fuck, there's going to be Steve Smith's going to be like he's standing at the in a golf driving range, just getting hit by golf balls.
I tell you, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough.
That's just brutal.
Yeah, that's I didn't even think of that.
Oh.
So,
but yeah,
give
me Australia 3-1.
Now, but before we do move on, give me just one prediction for this entire series. I don't care how big or how small it is.
Yep.
Give me one prediction that's been in the back of your mind for a little while now. I've got one. I want to know if you have one.
I think Steve Smith retires. At some point during this tour. And
That's
is
huge.
it one of those where he retires like he announced his retirement after we've lost the first one or something like that to fight us, get us in that spirit. And he plays his final test for Australia in Sydney. I mean, that's a long shot. I really hope it's not the case, but man, that would make it a pretty important Ashes for him to go out. And I think he scores a bunch of hundreds in this series.
Well, your prediction shits all over mine, so mine doesn't matter. Cool.
Tell me, what's yours?
I should have fucking went first. No, mine's short and sweet, simple. Scott Boland's first ball he bowls in this series will be a wicket.
That's a good prediction, though.
Because
I believe the last test match, a double hat trick.
It'll be 4 wickets in his last 4 test balls.
Crazy.
I'm calling it now. And it's going to be an outside edge, and it's going straight to second slip.
Bang.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move off. It was awesome. Looking forward to the game on Friday. Let's get into the tip-off. This is basically our head-to-head multi-bet each and every week. Minimum 3 legs we have to bet on, $500 bet each. If both multis win, the person with the highest amount wins the points for that week. Now, the current score tally is Scotty's won 2 weeks, I've won 2 weeks, meaning our streak, we've been doing this for 4 weeks. Our streak of actual multis winning is 4 in a row. This was week 5.
Yeah.
We both got a win. Both of our multis won.
I couldn't believe it.
So how much did yours pay?
It. Mine was actually, I've got it here. Give me 2 seconds. Mine was up there.
Yeah.
Like it was.
It's really, really annoying because I feel like that's the issue.
3,100.
Shit.
$3,155.
You got me. You got me.
What were yours?
Mine was just under that. So I was, oh God, it's just depressing. 1,700.
Just under it.
Just under it. And I didn't tell you this, but I actually powered it because I thought, well, I bet boost it. I had the option too, so you may as well. I couldn't bet boost this one.
Oh.
All right, so you're up 3-2 at the end of the year. One of us will have to do whatever the other person wants. Whoever's leading gets a favor of the other person, and I'm scared.
Before we go any further, I'm taking your multi this week and mine. I'm going to put them on together. I'm going to combine them and put it on as a personal bet.
Right.
So where are you going?
Okay. This is to keep our streak alive. I know we're head to head, Scotty, but part of me just wants our podcast to stand for something, and it doesn't stand for a whole lot. At least if it stands for every week you are guaranteed a multi-win, I will take that shit. That's a good thing. All right. I'm going to go a mix of a whole bunch of different sports.
Okay.
I'm going the San Antonio Spurs to beat the Sacramento Kings at home, $1.26 there. I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens to take on and beat the Cleveland Browns at $1.22. I'm going good old Germany to take on Slovakia and beat them at $1.18. And I'm going to go the Houston Rockets at home. They are playing awesome. Let's hope they can take care of Orlando Magic, who are starting to find some form, $1.30. So my multi is only playing $1,180.03, but I'm just backing in the fact that hopefully this gets up and you go a little bit wide like you on some nights out.
You've taken the Germans. Are they? Yes, there they are. Okay. So now, oh God, that's not a big multi for us combined. So mine, I'm starting in NHL. And I'm taking Colorado Avalanche at $1.38 to beat the Islanders, New Yorkers.
Okay.
Green Bay Packers at New York at $1.27. This one makes me a bit nervous because England, I think, are 7 from 7 in World Cup qualifying. I've taken them at $1.33 to beat Albania. And I've gone Northern Ireland at $1.36 to beat Luxembourg. Luxembourg.
You've definitely got the overs on this one, right? What's yours saying?
So it is returning $1,592.13.
So you got me by $400. So if we both win again, you have got me and you'll be up 4-2. All right. Watch this space. It's time for the comment club.
It's time for Comment Club. Normally I ignore all the comments. I get a lot of them. I've got to get paid for this crap.
Thank you, Don. Love that. Hey, I'm going to hit you straight with one of our legends that jumped on. You can get in the comment club. Basically, the comment club is where we talk to anyone who writes to us. So you can either email us, talkingsportreport@gmail.com. You can DM us, cheeky slide into the old DMs at talkingsportreport. Yeah, always does. One of our lovely listeners to the podcast. You can do that at Talking Sport Report on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can also do something that I would highly suggest, and I pray you do it, is give us a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple or wherever you listen to your podcast, and leave a comment when you give us a review, and we will read it out, which is where our first one comes from. This one's going to be nice for you, Scotty. If anyone heard last week's podcast, this is going to make a bit more sense, but you can explain it when you get it. So it's from a guy called Will_N28. And he writes, Hey, Scotty, I was the one you were drinking with before Oasis. Glad my brother and I let you share our umbrella. It was a good afternoon. You didn't think I was going to listen to your podcast. Well, here I am.
Can I just say, and you have witnessed this firsthand. You have a few drinks.
Yep.
And I will make friends with a lamppost.
Yes.
Basically anything. I met some sensational human beings. Discussed F1. We talked about the podcast, and those blokes were second to none, hands down, absolute legends. So to have them listen is fantastic. Absolutely. I'm serious. Great bunch of blokes. Dead
Love
set.
that.
So yeah, fantastic. Thanks for the 5 stars. Hey, and thanks for the laughs before Oasis. That was fantastic. I hope you had a good night, because I freaking did.
What a legend. Thank you, Will. Bloody love you. Come back anytime and listen. Come back anytime and comment. Our next one comes from one of our listeners to the show that has been mentioned in this podcast and has been quiet for a week. I say a week because he now has come out of that shadow. Jimmy's back. He's trying to get our show goat, where we give one listener the tick of approval. I'm guessing. He goes, "Morning, gentlemen and Scotty. Just a few notes from last week's show. I was pleasantly surprised and almost mildly aroused by the chat about Mitchell Moses. We said he should be in the side over Nathan Cleary.
Yep.
Moses is a big game player ahead of Cleary. It's about time he got some more respect. Secondly, why is Eggo so upset about the new rule change? Now, the rule change we were talking about was when the NRL are thinking about doing it. We hate it. That if you score a try, you have to then kick off to the opposition. So basically rewarding the defending team for letting a try in by getting the ball back. And it was going to stop a lot of those matches that went the distance where, a side like the Panthers came back, or Broncos against Canberra, like those classic matches. Anyway, he says, interesting why I'd think that, because conceded the points. Surely this means the Knights will get more possession. Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's good.
Motherfucker.
That is,
Got me there. Absolutely got me there. Clean bowled.
That's ripper.
Thirdly, this guy just keeps going. How do I get one of those stubby holders off the throat goat? She's holding out on us. Now, the throat goat is your mum, Scotty. Now, I don't think she'd like to be called the throat goat, and she does listen to this podcast. So, Jimmy, you're about to get wrathed on by Tess.
Done. Gone.
Yeah.
Jimmy, if you want one, drop me a message.
Yeah.
Drop me a message.
He can have one. I think if you're writing into the show, we're going to start just giving out awards, I think. We'll give out presents and awards. Why not? You're taking the time to write to us. Give us a 5-star review on your podcast app. Even more of a chance of getting a reward. Just put it that way.
Cool.
He also chucked in a photo of him and Mitchell Moses. We don't need to go there.
Oh, that's all right.
All right,
Better
the
than
next
the last photo he sent us.
Yeah, that's actually true. He was naked. This is another one. This one comes through yesterday, and it's from another one of our long-term listeners here, Mr. Gilly. Luke Gilchrist is back.
Oh,
and
yes.
this is a fantastic email. G'day, gents. Long-time listener, third-time emailer. Ready to start with some Ashes predictions. He's actually heading over to Perth on a boys' trip, so he's going to be there. He also said he's actually... The majority of the boys he's heading with are what they call the old boys at Rayworth Rabbitohs Cricket Club.
Oh, yeah.
He said, if you boys play your cards right, you too could be suiting up for the famous green and swing the willow. There are some contracts that just need signing. And I am bang up for this, just quietly. That I would love to play for the Rayworth Rabbitohs. What are your thoughts, Scotty?
Never say no.
Yeah, that's true.
Never say no. And I only looked at the willow in the shed a week or two ago. Gave it a bit of a feel. I took it out of the plastic and I got
Smelt
the
it?
old, I did. I faced up and, not kidding, I tore my calf. No, well, we've discussed this, you and I. We discussed it and we discussed it and we discussed it, and then cricket season rolled around. I'm like, oh, cricket starts this weekend. You're like, yeah, it does. Anyway, talk to you soon, mate. And that was it. So
We should do it. I actually did one of the same things as you. I was doing a bit of shadow batting.
Shadow cricket, yep.
I smashed a glass off the table.
You know how bad I'm doing? And I do shadow cricket. Dead set, I do the old shouldered arms. Always get bowled.
Yeah.
Always. Shoulder arms, it's cleaned up my off stump. I've
Chuck
gotta
the old
walk
bat
over
under
with
the
it.
arm and off you walk.
Absolutely.
Gilly also writes further. He says he's prepared and ready to wear the Talking Sport Report hat and spread the good word across the other side of the country if he was able to purchase one. Now, I think we just give him one, right? There are the bucket hats that are floating around. Gilly, we are going to give you a bucket hat for Talking Sport Report and maybe a sticker as well. So you can stick it on your I'm guessing if you're going over the boys' trip, you're going to have no shirts on. Maybe chuck an old Talking Sport Report sticker on your chest and spread the good word.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm only a message away. I can ensure that he gets a bucket hat. We've got caps. He can come have a look and pick one up during the week if he wants.
Love that. He
Definitely.
says Australia 4-1 is his prediction. Most runs, Smith, 300s, and he loves him as captain. Most wickets, Gary the GOAT. He's going there. He thinks that England will try to take him on, and Gary's just going to tear them up, which is very, very good. Joe Root not to score 100.
Paying $1.07.
Yeah, Stokes to ton up at least once, but fall apart with injury as the series goes on. And Archer to get pumped and fail in Aussie conditions. This is a fantastic email. I think
it's huge.
I would love to hear all these things come true because it does mean Australia win 4-1.
Yeah. When this thing does expand and we do get an office and a studio and things like that, I want that framed on the wall if that comes true.
Yeah,
that's going straight up in the office. Done.
Well, let's just call it right now. The show GOAT for this week has got to be Gilly. Then that's for the most valuable listener of the week, the greatest of all time for the week, the show GOAT, Mr. Gilly.
And a
congratulations,
fantastic email. Well played.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. Seriously, reach out. I can hook you up before you head to Perth with some things. So let us know. Reach out.
All right,
get you covered. Got you covered.
That draws an end to the Ashes preview for another week. So we're done. So next time we're talking to you on Sunday night, we'll be smack bang in the middle of the first test.
Oh, we will too.
Which is going to be very interesting, whether it's all over because they're saying, potential lively wicket there in Perth. It could be all over, which would be very interesting if that was the case. But yeah, if you do get a chance throughout the week, drop us a DM on any of our socials at Talking Sport Report. Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Please drop us an email and let us know any of your thoughts, talkingsportreport@gmail.com. And as I said before, we would really appreciate it if you spruiked our podcast, let someone else know to come and listen to us, give us a chance. 5-star review in your favorite app, Spotify or Apple, is greatly, greatly appreciated. Until next week, Scotty, thank you, sir. Peace, love, dove.
Absolute pleasure. Talk soon.